Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a fabulous Honda Civic. It's a 1.6 SR diesel, 2015, first of this new facelift model. Car's covered just 65,000 miles and has had just the one private owner from new, who's looked after it absolutely wonderfully. Facelift model cars always look good. You've got the new style front end, obviously black panoramic roof and white. It looks lovely because you've got this really lovely contrast between it all. Lights and lenses are clear and intact, there's no cracks or condensation. Bonnet is very clean, any stone chips very minor indeed. Near side of the car down the flanks, really clear, crisp down there, really clean. Near side front alloy, very good. Panel on the side, really nice. This rear alloy again, generally very good for its age. New style back end, with black diffuse at the bottom, smoked glass. Black sort of upper section there as well. Looks absolutely fantastic. Put it all together. Off side of the car, driver's side, again beautifully smooth down the panels, really clean. Inside, off side rear alloy. Got a little bit of a mark on the upper section there. Maybe any section where you can't see it. It depends where the car's parked. You know, a little bit of pickling on the paintwork. Main panels really good, fine alloy on the front. Much of the back, you've got sort of pickling started on this one. I mean, generally it's okay, but it's it's a 10-year-old car, and that's all I can really pick on. So it's in very nice condition. Coming to the back of the car now, absolutely cavernous boot, always nicely finished on a Honda. Not always as nice inside as this though, because these are family cars, can be heavily used, yet this one's been treated incredibly gently. Coming to the back, full black leather interior, and this is where Civics, like all family cars, can suffer, because this is where the kids sit, and so leather could be damaged, plastics can be scratched, and it literally looks like no one's ever really sat in the back of it. The leatherwork is absolutely beautiful. The front and the passenger side now, all very clean. Full set of original Honda mats, and they're the piped ones, so they look rather nutty. Passenger seat again, looks like it's had absolutely minimal use. Finally come to the front, driver's door card, like all the others, really clean. Footwell areas likewise, absolutely beautiful. Driver's seat in really good condition. The only bit of wear is you slide in and out, but in all honesty, most cars 10 years old don't look like that. Inside the car now, engine's running, so the dashboard can be seen illuminated. A stunning interior this is. As you can see there, sat nav working exactly as it should. Pop the car into reverse, you've got that lovely clear parking camera, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Coming down, you see just how beautifully this thing's been kept. Just panning up there, 65,560 miles. Engine's running, and there are no warning lights on the car whatsoever. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic 1.6 SR diesel. Car's registered CV15BFL, and mileage at the start of the road test is 65,550 miles. The reason we do all of our videos, and especially this bit, the road test section, is just to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of the cars we're selling, they get to see that very car actually in operation. The reason we've always felt it important is because, like lots of people, we felt it really important to we've been to see cars, you know, get in there, drive it, driven a long way to go and see it, only to find out it's got an obvious fault as soon as you drive the car, which can be hugely frustrating. So that's why we do it. We also do it on these very quiet country roads. It's a beautiful part of Gloucestershire. This actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is, of course, it'll be representative of what you feel yourself should you go on a drive in the car. So coming to the car, as you know, one owner car, lovely history, and no surprise, it drives absolutely beautifully. Twist the key, engine starts instantly, settles to smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all, aside from a low fuel light, which I'm about to extinguish. By putting fuel in, of course. The engines are just brilliant diesel engines. Honda are absolute master engine builders. So it's got all the traits that you'd expect from a Honda. They're very strong and reliable over huge mileages with good regular maintenance. They're cam chain driven, so there's no cam belts to have to worry about. But more than that, it's just a lovely engine. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's flexible, very economical, of course. I've owned numerous of these over the years, and even just tootling around doing shorter trips, which is not the best for economy. I'd be sort of mid-50s to high 50s, longer trips over 70. So, you know, the economy is eminently achievable. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch on the car, absolutely perfect. Bike point exactly where it's meant to be. It's nice and smooth in operation. The gearbox itself is just another classic Honda gearbox, which means it's brilliant. Unlike, you know, it is front-wheel drive cars, like most front-wheel drive cars now. The gear levers joined to the gearbox by cables rather than kind of rods or linkages. And unfortunately, in some cars, that means you end up with this vague, lifeless, detached feel. Honda give you something that feels substantial. It's lovely to engage the gears. It feels meaty and precise. It's a gearbox you enjoy using rather than having to use it. And that feels exactly as it would have done when it was new, because there's literally zero wear in it. Moving on to the steering and the chassis of the car, which has always been my favourite part of any Honda Civic. It's a lovely car to drive. If you literally just want to buy this or any Honda Civic for, you know, family purposes, just get from A to B comfortably, it does a fantastic job. It is very comfortable. The ride's beautifully judged, and unlike a lot of cars in this class, which to get a ride like this, they may feel a bit sloppy through the corners. This is the opposite. For keen drivers that still love their driving, this is where they excel. It starts with the steering, which is borderline perfection for this type of car. The weighting's perfect, it's precise, it's accurate, it's very quick for this type of vehicle, and it's got a keen front end on the car. It likes to change direction, but when it does change direction, it does it with really good body control. You don't get lots of motion and secondary movements going on, so when you turn, the whole car wants to go at the same time. So I say, brilliant setup. Steering, by the way, track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. And suspension wise, there's absolutely no clonks, rattles, anything from underneath the vehicle. It's all in fine order. I'm just going to give the brakes a bit of a shove, make sure no one's directly behind me. But they're very good. Hit them, they're powerful, there's no pulsing or vibration coming back through the brake pedals, all in good order there. Then we come to the interior, which is probably the only part of this which is really, as much as anything else, opinion based. You know, I always maintain that the Civic interior is one of those interiors you're either going to like it or you're not. You know, it's as simple as that. Fortunately, I absolutely love it. I think it's a breath of fresh air, even in this day and age. And so do loads of my customers, fortunately, as well. What I love about it, even though it sort of dares to be slightly different, it's not for effect. Everything they did was actually for the benefit of the operator, the driver. And the most conventional part, of course, is this centre stack here, which is, you know, like lots of cars, albeit beautifully executed, as Honda always do. So you've got a nice, easy to use Garmin-based sat-nav system that incorporates DAB. You've got a CD player, so press the button there, that comes out by itself, it goes back in, and CD's mounted behind it. You've got a USB port, so you can play music through from your phone. You can Bluetooth it if you want to, and it's got hands-free Bluetooth for the telephone, of course. Down below that, dual zone climate control systems. You can have different temperatures side to side if you so wish, and that pumps out lovely cold air. Heated seats on this high-spec model, all working perfectly. But my favourite part is this bit directly in front, this dash, this two-tier design, upper and lower deck. And what I love about it is just so good in use. So what Honda was thinking was that, you know, they wanted you to keep your eyes on the road at all times, but obviously at some point you're going to have to look down at your gauges. So the information you're probably going to look at most often, they're mounted up nice and high. So even things like if I change my fan speed or radio station, it'll come up on the display up here. So it's a smaller display there, bigger one up there. But the gauge that everyone should be looking at most commonly, of course, is your speed. And there it is, all by itself. White on black digital display. Brilliant. I can look at the cars ahead, the junction, pedestrians, cyclists, whoever it might be. But at the corner of my eyes, I can see my speed I'm driving at without having to take my eyes off the road. And I have to say, it just works so well. Down below that, you've got more conventional pod dials. You've got a rev counter in the middle, flanked either side by temperature gauge and fuel gauge. By the way, temperature running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. And you've got some lovely leather-bound steering wheel to finish it all off. It's in lovely condition in here, really, really is. They are beautifully built cars, no squeaks, no rattles. Yeah, fantastic car. I can't fault it, literally can't fault it.